Mobilizing the youth of today, educating them in a better way, training so they...
Of course, we love the music, but at this time...
Please stand for the 4-H pledge. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
All right. In the spirit of 4-H, we are now moving into the greetings. And first on the roster is our director, Dr. Ronald Blake. And we invite him at this point to come in and bring greetings on behalf of the organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Parish Manager, other members of the Council and the voluntary team in St. Catherine. I just want to commend you all on this another staging of your Careers Expo. I just think it is very timely. The whole idea behind staging these Career Expo is not so much to get all our members to become farmers or agriculturalists, but to ensure that they achieve their full potential. And the level of participation from different organizations and different service provider is an indication that the 4-H clubs, while our focus is on agriculture, it is important to also take into consideration the holistic development of our members. And so it is very important if they are to become teachers, because as teachers, they would prepare our agriculturalists and give them the basis to do very well at what they do. It is okay for clubites become nurses, because if they are a nurse, they will take care of our farmers and ensure that our farmers are healthy and can become great providers of the food that we need to eat as a nation. I just want to say, however, that agriculture is one of those great vocations. And it's one of those vocations that I am very happy to say that young people are now very proud of being a farmer, being called a farmer, or being involved in farming or agriculture. And I am very happy for the work of our clubites, the work of our volunteer leaders, and the work of my staff. Because many years ago, people were not as proud as they are now to be identified with agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, food security is one of the greatest issues to the world's economy. And I think today's Career Expo is another event that allows us to play our part, and an important one in ensuring that enough food is produced in good quality for all our world peoples. Again, I want to commend the St. Catherine Parish Advisory Council and my hardworking parish manager for staging this event, and I wish that it will be a big success. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ronald Blake, the Executive Director of the Jamaica 4-H Clubs, for bringing greetings at this time. And we're going to move along with the program, and at this moment, we're going to ask Mr. Courtney Robinson, who will be representing Mr. O'Brien Johnson, a patron of the Jamaica 4-H Clubs, specifically to the St. Catherine Parish. Mr. Courtney Robinson, who will be greeting. At this time, he is not here. So we'll be moving right along with the program. Mr. Donovan Edwards, President of the Parish Leaders. Mr. Donovan Edwards at this time. And as we scroll through the Zoom platform to find our speaker, he's ready? All right, excellent. I can
Good
continue.
morning, good morning. Are you hearing me clearly?
Yes, Mr. Edwards, go ahead.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let me... So, Masters of Ceremonies, Miss Shahida Grant, 4-H Club's Youth Ambassador, and Mr. Elvis Williams, PAC member. Reverend Arvid DaCosta, Mr. Ronald Blake, Executive Director of the Jamaica 4-H Clubs, Ms. Charlene Edwards, Regional Manager, Mr. Loris Henry, Chairman for the PAC, our all-working parish manager, Mrs. Elaine Campbell, and all other guests, welcome, welcome, welcome. I bring you warm greetings on behalf of the St. Catherine Leaders Association. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Almighty for another milestone in the life of the Jamaica 4-H Clubs, and in particular, the St. Catherine 4-H Clubs. The COVID-19 pandemic brought with it many challenges, as well as many opportunities. In light of the challenges brought on by the pandemic, and indeed, there were many, they were not insurmountable. Many of our calendar events were curtailed as we tried to navigate our way through the pandemic. However, with our indomitable spirit, yes, however, with our indomitable spirits, we answered the call and rise to the occasion to get the business of the St. Catherine 4-H Clubs done. The online platforms, Zoom and Google Meet, were utilized for our trainings in the disciplines of agriculture and urban economics. Career Expo 2022 on the theme, Youth in Agriculture, Strengthening Food Security Through Innovation and Technology, will expose our clubites to the various careers in the field of agriculture. Therefore, as our executive director said earlier, all right, exposing our youth in agriculture will ensure our continued food security. Ladies and gentlemen, students, I thank you for all for volunteering yourselves to be a part of this noble organization. With hearts, with heads, hearts, and hands, and good health from the Almighty, we are able to make our best better. Welcome and have a great day. Back to you, Masters of Ceremony.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards, for bringing greetings on behalf of the Leaders Association. It was well received, and we continue to thank the leaders across the parish for the tremendous work that they have been doing and continue to do. At this time, we will be bringing greetings from the agencies. You know, 4-H as an organization have been relying on the agencies across the parish to assist in terms of the activities regarding training and collaborations. So at this time, I'll be inviting Mr. Lloyd Erskines, Field Supervisor from the Social Development Commission, to bring greetings on behalf of his organization. All right, we are not seeing Mr. Erskines, sorry. So we'll be moving on to Mr. Linworth Fulton, President of the Jamaica Agricultural Society. Mr. Fulton, welcome, sir.
Good morning to everyone.
Good
And all
morning,
the
sir
quota
Fulton.
members.
Welcome.
It is a pleasure for me once more to be participating in another career expo for the Jamaica 4-H clubs. For my part, agriculture, home economics, and leadership probably sum up most of the careers that you could ever want. In our own field of agriculture, there's hundreds of different avenues that we can go. And in the home economics side, there are even more and avenues for you to travel in the hotel industry, which all tantamount to food security. I want to congratulate all the participants in this very, very good exercise. I want at this point also to congratulate our parish leaders and our parish manager, Miss Campbell, for sticking to the task and to encourage all the volunteers and participating agency not to give up at this point. Kudos must go out to the executive director, Dr. Blake, and his chairman, Mr. Colin Virgo, to be making the Jamaica 4-H Club a relevant institution in the time of rapid change with many obstacles, COVID and many more. So the Jamaica Agricultural Society is cognizant of our leadership role and our support that we must give to the Jamaica 4-H Club. And we are always giving that support. We thank you very much for receiving it and to keep us in the loop. So let me again thank the parish volunteers, all our leaders and national institutions to be working together to make our young people a better set to take over from us who are seeing the sunset of our lives and need replacement. With those few words, may God bless you all.
Thank you, Sir Fulton, for the tremendous work that you have been doing with the 4-H clubs over the years. And we invite you to continue to work with us as we try to bring the youths across the parish doing their best. At this point, we move back to the representative from the Social Development Commission. We'll have a Miss Monica Douglas representing Mr. Erskines. Thank you.
As we wait for the presenter, I just want to remind everyone that is on the platform that we are streaming live from Blazing Gospel Radio. At this time, they are just assisting us to broadcast all this positive information and this wonderful day that we're having here in Linstead. So I'm just checking in with everyone. No, our presenter is not here, so we're just going to move right along to Miss Michaelia Thomas from the Dental Technical High School. Oh, okay. So we're moving right along. We're going to skip that item. So, of course, Miss
Could you give her just 1 minute, please?
I beg your pardon? Who is that speaking?
Michaelia's mom. Just give her a minute.
Actually, oh, okay, all right. We'll wait for you guys, all right? And today I just want to remind everyone on the platform of this quote that I found from George Washington. Agriculture is the most healthful, most useful, and most noble employment of man. You see, I must thank the Jamaica 4-H clubs for helping me to recognize my passion in agriculture. And of course, I owe my tertiary level education to this noble organization, as I am a graduate of Earth University. And I must say it has been quite an experience. I've been a forager since I was 9 years old. And I'm not going to say my age, but you can tell that I'm not a kid. And I can remember running through the halls here in Rose Hall, rhyming. And we were doing so many activities: baking, cooking, farming, collecting eggs, dealing with the rabbits. It was so wonderful. And I look across and I see Miss Dolores Henry. She was always present at the meetings from when I was at Orangefield Primary to Dintil Technical. I'm from Dintil. I'm a past student also. So I'm really happy to see that we're having students from my alma mater presenting today. So we're going to wait on Miss Thomas. Mommy, you're on the line?
I'm here.
I heard a little voice. Who's that?
It's me going to present the poem.
Oh, excellent, sweetheart. Go right ahead.
Okay. Nothing Like a Little Twang by Louise Bennett. Me glad to see you come back, boy. Oh, me glad to see you come back, boy. But lad, me shame until my proudness drop a ground. You mean you to America and spend 6 whole months there and come back not a better than how you went then? Boy, you no shame. I saw you come after that so long. Not even a little language, boy. Not even a little twang. Your sister will work long. 1 week in America. She talk so nice that we have the juice to understand. Boy, you couldn't improve yourself, and you get so much pay, and you spend 6 months suffering and come back ugly same way. Not even drops of dreads or past the rhythm coat. Boy, not even gold teeth or gold chain on your throat. Suppose me fi pass or introduce you to a stranger. Has my limit son who lately come from America. They would have laughed off of me, boy. Me couldn't tell them so. They would have said me lie and you were spending time at Muku. Now back answer me, boy. You talk too much. Shut up your mouth. I don't know how long you want your poopa go make it out. If you want to please him, make him think that you bring back something new. You always call him Pop, but this evening when he come in, you call him Pooh.
All right, thank you, Miss Michaela. Well representing there. At this time, we'll be taking a presentation from Ms. Tamara Coleman, Field Officer from the Rural Agricultural Development Authority. My apologies. Rather, Ms. Coleman, your time.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Coleman. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Go ahead.
Good morning, one and all. As Mr. Williams has stated, my name is Tamara Coleman. I work with the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, St. Catherine, to be exact. This morning, my presentation will be about careers in agriculture. You are hearing me?
Yes, we are. Go ahead, Ms.
Yes,
Coleman.
we are hearing you. Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay.
Will you be sharing?
Yes, I can share if I will be allowed, if I can be allowed.
Just hold a second. We're working on it so that you can share what you have in store.
Yeah, so much. Career in agriculture presentation, right? There's something we just select.
Please go ahead, Ms. Coleman.
I can share now?
Of course you can. Go ahead.
Thank you. So as I said before, I will be presenting on careers in agriculture. And there are 8 major career areas in agriculture that persons can look at. We have production agriculture, agriculture mechanics, agriculture sales and services, agro-processing, forestry, horticulture, rural recreation and natural resources, agricultural marketing and business management. Production agriculture involves the raising of livestock, poultry, field crops, fruits, vegetables. Agricultural mechanics involves planning and construction, buildings, machinery maintenance, welding. Involves occupations such as veterinarian, equipment dealers, feed dealers, and agricultural processing involves processing and distributing food. Examples include butchers, plant workers, egg processing. Horticulture involves landscaping, floriculture, turf management, nursery management. Forestry involves producing and harvesting timber, managing forests, and reforestation. Natural resources and rural recreation involves working with renewable resources, examples wildlife, water, and soil. And agriculture marketing and business management involves business economics, market research, and successful marketing. What in your area depends on 3 different factors: population, climate, and consumer demand. What's right for you, what areas interest you, where you can look: teachers, friends, family, industry, newspaper. How to contact people: phone, letter, word of mouth, email. Thank you for lending me your ear.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tamara Coleman, for that presentation regarding the careers.
Agriculture is not just about choosing agriculture careers in agriculture is not just about looking at farmers and looking at farming, going to the field every day with your machete or your fork. It involves so many other different areas, and it is important that we now look at agriculture as something that in a more wider frame and focus more on agriculture, allowing students with 4-H and the areas that 4-H is involved in. It is important that we start from primary schools, basic schools, to inform the students that agriculture It's not just a messy area. It's not just some where you see a person in dirty clothes every day, but that agriculture is the mainstay, is the main reason that we can survive, that we can go from day to day. Agriculture is what allows us to have the strength, provides us with the sustenance, because food is the staff of life. And agriculture, without agriculture, then there is no future for us and for the next generation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Tamara Coleman. Of course, I agree with you as an agro-professional. Agriculture is not merely soil, hard work, and sweat and smelly armpits, but so much more. It is science. It's the fuel for us as human beings and all other life on this planet. So it is essential that the youth are informed of its importance. Moving right along, we are going to invite Mr. Kenil Gray, a youth farmer, a 4-H youth farmer, which owns the enterprise, Kenil Gray Enterprise. Is he here? We'd love to see your face. I'm seeing you. Good morning, Mr. Gray. Thank you for coming on and sharing. We're just going to wait until you're ready to speak. He's speaking? All right.
One.
Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Yes, we're streaming
my name is
live out
Kenil
of
Gray.
Linstead
I'm
4-H
actually
Club,
not just a
and
farmer,
we're
but a
live
youth
here
entrepreneur.
today
We actually have 3
from
businesses that
10
I operate.
to
And
2
today
p.m. And I can tell you, I hope you just enjoy the streaming that we're doing here live on the Blazing Gospel Radio. And it's their expo at the 4-H Club in Linstead. So just sit back,
to give you
relax, and
guys
enjoy, all right?
a clearer picture of what we do. So please bear with me. I actually had mobile devices giving me that opportunity to share it, so I will speak as best as possible. I have already shared the PowerPoint presentation with Mrs. Campbell, so if at a later time within the day, she's able to share it, then you guys can do so. So, as I said, I'm a young farmer. My specialty is actually food systems consultancy. I develop food systems. So as we think about sustainability, which I heard mentioning in the opening remarks, it is necessary for us as young people to get involved in creating that sustainable.
And if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're live in Linstead at the 4-H Club, St. Catherine Department. So stay tuned, listen, all right?
Productivity
and welcome to each and everyone as you join us.
We're launching at the end of this month, and I have a special surprise for every young farmer within the 4-H network who would like to join, and 4-H group, any young farmer who is interested. We have taken up 90% of the cost of our course just for your benefit. And the reason why it's not 100 is because what we've learned is that it's important when persons have a skin in the game, they actually value the work. So we've decided if you can pay $4,200 only, you have access to a 14-week training course in beekeeping, going through every single thing that
the banking sector. We have been speaking about the transformation of the banking sector to more digital.
I tell you, if you just join us, welcome.
Results. Not just keep. I've been involved in rabbit productions since 2018. We have a company that distributes rabbit meat island-wide to both hotels and and jerk centers, restaurant, 40 different farms, not the farms. It's husband and wife, it's been spouse, it's siblings. And so, you know, as a young farmer, I take delight in knowing that I'm able to encourage other young people into farming, and I'm also able to help other more mature farmers in the same process. Now, as we speak about innovation, I'm actually going to walk into the rabbitry. Let me see if I can flip my camera for you guys to see. So in the process, we have some goats walking around on the farm. Well, I'm just gonna show you some of the innovation that we've been doing in our rabbit operation. So for one, a lot of young farmers find it hard watering their rabbits because, or you know, we use manual watering. One of the things that we have done is we've actually included an automated watering system for our rabbits. And you'll see in this facility, this is actually a chicken coop that we have converted into a rabbitry. So we actually house over 400 rabbits in this facility at this moment, right? And I just wanted to give you guys just a quick view. So we're able to automate our watering system for the animals. And we do quite a few things. We actually make our own feeding pans. So we make our own pans that we use to feed our animals as well, right? And just to show you guys some of the babies, because as I said, for us, it's about performance, productivity. And one of the things we found with agriculture is we have to find a way to make it profitable for us. And what we have done here is that we have actually created a system that allows us to produce rabbits year-round. Every 2 weeks we breed, right? And we're having up to 100, 150 rabbits being born every day. So this is just a quick view of some of our litters. These are rabbits that are almost ready to be weaned, right? And as you'll see, because this is a temporary facility, we've done some little innovation to build our own cages. We needed space and we use what was available to us. Simple thing as cord. You know, I know even there's the info going around now about using pipes to hold up your cages. We've used cord as a short-term measure, right? And so we are innovating non-stop in the business for bees as well. We've been developing our production systems, and now we're at a stage where over 50 farms have been benefiting from the innovations we've been doing in the industry. So, you know, I'll end the presentation here. Hopefully, we'll be able to share the PowerPoint at a later date, showing you some of the products that we do, because we don't just sell the fresh produce. For honey, we do value-added honey. We do honey infusions, so we infuse the local spices, the ginger, the turmeric. We do cayenne pepper as well. We infuse those in our honey, and we're able to sell our honey at a higher price point. We do face masks with our honey and activated charcoal face mask. We've been able to create products using honey as our sweetener. And now we're at a stage where we're actually exporting our cakes in very short order, right? So we do the farming part, which is the hard work. It's necessary to produce the product. But once you produce your product, there are opportunities to value add. There are opportunities to go into distribution, which is what we do as well. There are opportunities, the opportunities are endless. But what I'll say to all of us as young farmers, spend the time to put in the work, spend the time to learn as you go through with 4-H, spend the time to become excellent at your craft, whether it is you're doing the value added with the home ec, whether it is you're doing the hands-on in the field, producing the crop. Spend the time to maximize your output but at the same time, think about how you can add something else to the market, right? So don't just settle on producing yam. Look at how you can do your yam chips. Look at how you can do, sliced yam, which is easier for persons to cook. Look at how we can add value to the market. So that it is from me. All the best in your time as going through your school. Make the best use of school. I can tell you, I left from university straight into farming. I did not want to go into corporate because I had that calling and that desire for food security. And I'll say to you, whatever it is that you are desirous of doing, spend the time and just do your best, and God will take care of the rest. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, I tell you. I want to say good afternoon or good morning to each and every one. We're live here in Linstead. It's the St. Catherine 4-H Club virtual annual career day, and we're live here streaming out of the 4-H Club over here in Linstead. So if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. My technical team is here, Mr. Knight, I tell you, is here with me, and he's yours truly, DJ Robert, from the Blazing Gospel Radio. Stay tuned, all right?
Foundation from partaking in the activities and the training that 4-H has been offering over the years. He has moved on to university where he would have cemented that foundation and is now a budding young farmer doing exactly some of the activities that 4-H would have introduced to him at a younger age. Thank you again, Mr. Gray, and all the best in your endeavors. At this time...
So if you're listening via Facebook or via website www.blazinggospelradio.ml, or you're listening via YouTube, I want to say welcome to the St. Catherine 4-H Club virtual annual career day, and we're streaming live out of Linstead District, St. Catherine, Jamaica.
Leaders League, that means she sits on the executive of the young people program that 4-H has to offer. And at this point, we are just going to hand over to Ms. Brown so that she can let us know some of what she has gained being a part of the 4-H.
Hi,
Ms. Brown.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead, Ms. Brown. Welcome.
Okay. Correction. My name is Samuels, not Brown.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Could you turn on your camera, please? We would love to see you.
Okay. I'm actually outside. Are you seeing me?
Yes, we are. Thank you. Go ahead now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Javine Samuels. Okay. I've started my journey with the 4-H Club for the past 9 years, and those past 9 years, I have grown as a person due to my relationship with 4-H Club. When you grow up, you always hear adults coming up to you saying you need to join a club or a society. But when you are a kid, you just told them, I want to live my best life. But no, I want to tell them thank you because you pushed me to find a club, but not only a club, a home. A place that pushes you, that teaches you, and that inspires you to do much of things you already knew and making it better. My time at this institution I have accomplished so much. I have participated in so much training activity, such as poultry care, rabbit care, and table setting, etc. I have won first place in pig care management. I was a former president of the Yorton High School. Which have participated in fruit sales, biodiesel projects, and rabbit rabbit care project also. I was a former president of the Junior Leaders League for the year 2018-2019. This position has really opened my eyes to the leadership position. It has shown me what a leadership does, what a leader does. It's supposed to listen to members and make best decisions. This organization has shown me my path in life, which is agriculture, where I'm now pursuing a course in plant science at the College of Agriculture Science and Education, CASE. I have been rewarded scholarships to go here from the Rio Tinto scholarship, which I'm totally grateful for. And being at the school, I have incorporated what 4-H has taught me on in budding and grafting class and other classes incorporated in my courses now, and I'm forever grateful. This organization has helped me to make my better best, and now I am reaping the success from knowing 4-H Club. Thank you.
All right, we want to thank Ms. Samuels for bringing that information to us. She had shared that she has gained from 4-H tremendously, and that is what the organization is pretty much about. Ms. Rashida, my co-host, has also mentioned that she has benefited from the organization, was a clubite in previous years. I too was a clubite from primary school, all the way into college. After college, I actually worked with the organization as parish manager for some time, and now I am sitting on the PAC, still contributing to the development of the clubite. So we want to continue to big up 4-H for the tremendous work that they have been doing, and want to encourage them to continue to do that work so that we can continue to develop the young people of this country. At this time,
we're going to have Dr. Renee Level, the Dean of Discipline at Cumberland High School. Dr. Level. We're just going to wait a moment. Possibly she's on. We're not seeing her. No? All right. Just to remind everyone, the theme for today is Youth in Agriculture, Strengthening Food Security Through Innovation and Technology. We're moving on to Miss Williams from the Forestry Department at this time.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Ms. Williams. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for that welcome. All right, so I have a short presentation about the careers in forestry. But first, I'll bring you greetings from my CEO, Mr. Ainsley Henry, as well as our marketing division. The senior director is Mrs. Francine Black Richards, and they really appreciate that invite for us to basically tell your viewers as well as the participants about different careers in forestry.
Yes, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We are streaming live out of Linstead St. Catherine, out of the 4-H Club. It's a virtual annual career day, and we're here live.
I can share my screen?
Go ahead, yes.
So welcome to each and everyone on Facebook, on YouTube, welcome, and on the website www.blazinggospelradio.ml, I tell you.
Are you seeing it?
We are seeing you. We are seeing you. Go ahead.
All right.
Ms. Williams?
Yes?
What? Remove and add with audio, please.
Oh, you're not hearing the audio?
No.
All right, sorry.
You're there?
Hold on, I'm coming with the share sound as well. All right, tell me if you're hearing the sound now.
Who we are.
Are you hearing?
The Forestry Department
yes, we are.
is the executive agency
All right, I'll start at the beginning.
Hi, I'm from the Forestry Department. Today I'll be talking to you about careers in forestry. In this presentation, we'll be covering the following topics: who we are, what we do, and some of the careers that exist in forestry. Who we are. The Forestry Department is the executive agency charged with the responsibility of conserving Jamaica's forest resources, particularly those that are located on government lands. About 40%, or 439,000 hectares of Jamaica is forested, and of that amount, the agency manages 117,000 hectares. The remainder, almost 323,000 hectares, are privately owned. Do you think 40% is good for forest cover? If you brought home 40% on a test, would mommy and daddy be happy? What we do. We develop tree nurseries where seeds collected in the field are planted and allowed to germinate into seedlings. These are then sold or distributed to be planted. We prepare forest management plans. In order to protect the forest, we have to have a strategy or actions to follow to do it properly. Wouldn't you agree? We conduct scientific assessments of Jamaica's forest resources. We go into our forest, collect data on our forest resources to better understand the ecosystem so we can properly protect it. We promote agroforestry practices. This is where we encourage farmers to plant timber trees on their agricultural lands. We conduct reforestation programs on public and private lands. We plant trees to help reduce the chances of erosion as well as increase forest cover for the entire island. We provide recreational facilities such as cabins in the Guri Forest Management Area. We manage plantations and natural forests. This is where we ensure that seedlings planted and existing trees are maintained. We provide forest extension services, including technical advice such as how to plant and care for your seedlings and trees. We engage in public education, which is teaching schools and communities about the benefits and values of trees. Careers in forestry. Geographic Information System Officer. These officers are in charge of using spatial data collected in the field to create different maps used by the agency in its operations. The qualifications and subjects needed are shown here. Silviculturist works on ways to maintain and improve forest health and productivity. The qualifications and subjects needed can be seen here. Forest Ranger. These are like police of the forest, ensuring no harm or illegal activities happen in or to our forest. The qualifications and subjects you may need are shown. Surveyor. They identify and verify boundaries of forest reserves. They also update these boundary lines to prepare sites for possible reforestation projects. The qualifications and subjects needed are seen here. Forest Technician. There are two types, client services and forest management. The technicians in forest management are in charge of finding bare hillsides for planting. This is to assist with reforestation projects in Jamaica. The technicians in client services not only educate individuals about the forestry department, but help to spread the importance of planting trees at schools, communities, and on farmlands, thus helping the overall reforestation project in Jamaica. The qualifications and subjects needed can be seen here. The seed collector. They basically harvest healthy seeds for planting. The qualifications and subjects you may need are shown. Researcher. They are always discovering or verifying information about the trees and forests. The qualifications and subjects you may need are shown. Nursery coordinator. They ensure all operations such as planting, watering, and health of seedlings are maintained at all nurseries. The qualifications and subjects needed can be seen here. Rural sociologists. They study human society and social behavior in relation to forests, getting them involved in the protection and care for forests and understanding how they interact with them. The qualifications and subjects you may need are shown. Biophysical Inventory Officer. They collect data on what exists within our forests. The qualifications and subjects needed can be seen. That concludes my presentation. I hope you all learned a lot today and have an appreciation for the different careers in forestry. I hope to one day see you all working alongside us here at the Forestry Department. Students, please make note of any questions you may have and pass them to your teacher. Teachers, you may contact the assigned forest technician from the Forestry Department to answer questions you may have from your students. For more information, you may contact the Forestry Department using the details listed here. Thank you for listening.
All right, so those are the careers opportunities we have at Forestry Department. We have several. So if you're interested, you can visit our website, forestry.gov.jm, and also we do advertisements in the Gleaner. So just check it and you'll see all the listed jobs there. We welcome new and innovative persons here at Forestry, so don't be afraid to apply. And also just to add, some might hear about the Tree in Tree initiative that is going on right now, the National Tree Planting Initiative, where we're basically planting 3 million trees for all the persons that are living in Jamaica.
Yes, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're streaming live out of the 4-H Club, that St. Catherine 4-H Club. It's their virtual anniversary, or on your wall. It's their virtual annual career day, and we're live here in Linstead. So if you just join us, welcome to each and every one. Those on YouTube, those on Facebook, welcome. And my technical team is here. Mr. Knight is here with me, and myself, DJ Robert from the Blazing Gospel Radio. And I tell you, you don't want to miss it. It's a great day out here. It's nice out, and we're just here chit chatting and streaming the 4-H Club annual career day. So you don't want to miss it. Please share, and let somebody else know that we're here live. I tell you.
So 3:30 p.m. So you come and collect. All right.
And I tell you, later on we will be chit-chatting with a few persons, so you don't want to miss it. All right.
I was just asking if that presentation could be, the link to it could be made available in the chat.
Yes, yes, I will send it shortly, and also I'll send it before each so they can share it for you to view as well. All right. Any other questions?
No, thank you. Yes.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Miss Williams.
Hold on 1 minute. I see a hand raised for Jenny.
All right, another question.
Yeah, go ahead, Jenny.
Good day. What are the ornamentals available?
All right, currently we have, one moment. All right, we have acacia. We also have cassia, which is a show of gold plant tree. The blossoms are yellow. We have poor man's orchid, both purple and pink. We have ponciano, we call it the cutlass tree because the pod is very long and it gets brown and it kind of shaped like the blade of.
Yes, I want to say good morning to Pansy. Welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. And we are streaming live out of the 4-H Club in Linstead, St. Catherine. And we are doing a virtual annual career day. So I tell you, you don't want to miss it. We will be here up until 2 o'clock. And we're having a great day today. So stay tuned as we stream live out of Linstead 4-H Club.
Christmas farm. However, I wanted to make aware that some trees that are listed here, they're not all free. But when you come on a particular day, you'll see the trees that are.
And as you come on in, just please share it. Just please share. Let somebody know that we are live. And you know, these things that we are doing over here, it's really beneficial to, you know, every single person's. You don't know what might happen. So just stay tuned, all right?
You're finished? All right, go ahead.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Justin.
Good morning, everyone. I am very impressed with the presentation that was made. And I heard Miss Grant requesting it. Yes, I would love for it to be sent to the schools so we can actually sell the forestry department. I am from the rural area, Yorton, and many of our students are not so exposed, even though we are in the rural area. So I think this would be a big one to sell the forestry department.
All right, so I'll definitely send the link as well as for the presentation, Miss Christie. All right, so if there are no other questions, I'll just go back presenting to giving the charge to the host. All right.
Thank you so much, Ms. Williams from the Forestry Department. Of course, it was a very important presentation. We had quite a few questions. And just to remind all our viewers and the participants here today that we are streaming live from Blazing Gospel Radio. From their website, on YouTube, and on Facebook. On YouTube, you can find them at Blazing Gospel Radio, and on Facebook at Mark Johnson. So, of course, everybody, if you can't stay tuned here on the actual live stream, please head over to YouTube and Facebook and check them out. Moving right along with the program, we're going to invite Mr. Courtney Robinson, who is representing Mr. O'Brien Johnson from the Social Development Commission. My apologies from the Jamaica 4-H Clubs. The patron, Mr. O'Brien Johnson. I'm so sorry for that. Is he here? We're just going to call once again Mr. Courtney Robinson. He's not here. Well, I'm going to ask a young lady, Miss Samoy Facey, to come forward.
Excuse me. It's Roberts, I think. Courtney Roberts.
Courtney Roberts?
And not Robinson.
Not Robinson, but Roberts. So, Mr. Courtney Roberts, are you here? If you are here, all right, we're going to move on to a young lady from the College of Agriculture, Science and Education, Miss Samoy Facey, to come and give a live presentation about her involvement in agriculture. Of course, she is from the College of Agriculture, Science and Education. So I'm going to interview her or something? She's just going to speak. All right. So.
Yeah, so if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio.
1 year, but I think it still counts.
I tell you, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're streaming live out of Linstead 4-H Club, and I tell you, let's go back to
College of Agriculture, Science and Education, where I pursued a Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture Education. Now, I just want to say a big thank you to Jamaica 4-H Club and Rio Tinto Alcan Legacy Fund, because they have played an instrumental role in me making my dream a reality. The Rio Tinto Alcan Legacy Fund have given me scholarships throughout my 4 years at Case, and that has helped me to obtain my Bachelor of Science degree, and it have also eased the burden of me worrying about how my tuition will be paid. So students who are out there, pursuing a career in agriculture is very important, and agriculture, it is more than what meets the eye. So you can also be involved in agriculture and earn a degree or get a career out of it. But you can join the 4-H club, and it will help you to get scholarships so that you can further your career in agriculture and be a positive role model for others. Because you know, many persons, they don't see agriculture as anything about but just being that little farmer in the dirty clothes, but agriculture is more than that. So we as agriculturalists, and me being a trained teacher now, we have to go out there and encourage others so that they can be more involved in agriculture and see it in a more positive way. I thank you. Once again, a big thanks to Jamaica 4-H Club and Rio Tinto Alcan Legacy Fund.
I tell you, if you just join us, welcome to each and everyone. And as you come on in, just please share the live, all right?
Education has formulated, has molded so many agro-professionals. And if I had not gone to Earth, I too would have been a graduate of Case. So we're going to continue with another presentation from Greenhouse Technology at New Horizon Academy. We do not have the name of the representative, so we're asking that they make themselves known at this time because we do not have your name. Again, Greenhouse Technology, New Horizon Academy. Is anyone present at this time on the live?
Yes, we're streaming live.
There? All right. Okay, we're not hearing anyone. So, of course, reminding everyone that we are streaming live from Blazing Gospel Radio. And we're going to move right along with the program. And I'm going to ask at this time Mr. Calvin Wees, the manager of Ebony Park Heart. Mr. Calvin Wees at this time. Can we call again for Mr. Courtney Roberts? Okay, and anyone from Greenhouse Technology, New Horizon Academy? All right, seems that we're missing a couple people today, but we'll move right along. It does not matter because we are energized with the Spirit. All right, who is present? Newport, first son, Mr. Nigel Panton, an old classmate of mine. How are you doing?
Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. I'm doing well, Mrs. Grant. How are you doing?
Good morning, Nigel. It's good to see you.
Morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hello?
Yes, we're seeing your presentation. If you could just come out of just PowerPoint and just have the, full screen presentation. We're seeing your workspace. Slideshow, I couldn't remember the word slideshow. Nigel?
Hold on.
All right.
I tell you, if you just join us, welcome. We're streaming live out of the 4-H Club in St. Catherine in Linstead. It's their annual virtual career day, and we're live over here in Linstead at the 4-H Club, and it's the Blazing Gospel Radio, and we're streaming live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on the website. So you need, as you come on and just please share the live, all right?
It's always good working with the 4-H. And for the benefit of those who have never heard about Newport First Son, Newport First Son is the leading local blender and supplier of fertilizers here in Jamaica. So today we just want to go through one of the core component of our operation here at Newport First Son. And that core component is basically what we refer to as precise nutrient management system, PNMS. And one may ask, what exactly am I talking to when I talk about precise nutrient management system? And this refers to a concept providing exactly what the crop requires. So nothing more, nothing less. So we always encourage our farmers, when you're applying fertilizers, always apply exactly what the crop requires. If you apply too much, in often times you're wasting your money. And if you apply too little, you are also robbing yourself because the crop will not give you the yield as it is capable of doing. So what are the considerations that we take here at Newport First Sun when we came up with this precise nutrient management system concept? One of the first things which we look at, it normally starts with a soil sample or a plant tissue analysis. What the soil sample does, it gives us an idea of what the nutrient levels are in the soil. Not only the nutrient level, but it also gives us some other properties of the soil, such as the pH and the organic matter, for instance. So when we are crafting our precise nutrient management system, we look at the nutrients that are already available in the soil. And we'll then look at the nutritional requirements of the crop. So for instance, if there is a buildup of nitrogen in the soil and the crop requires nitrogen, and enough is already present in the soil, in our nutrient management system, we would not need to apply a nitrogen source because sufficient is already in the soil to allow the crop to produce its maximum yield. Another concept which we look at here at Newport First and in our precise nutrient management system is the fertilizer history of the grower. A lot of times, farmers have an history of using fertilizers in a particular area, and that can cause a buildup of a particular nutrient. For instance, like in our banana estate, oftentimes there's a buildup of potassium due to the years of applying potassium-rich fertilizers. So we normally look at the history of the area or the space in which the farmer is growing their crop. Another thing which we take in consideration when we are planning our precise nutrient management system is the target yield of the crop. So the larger the target yield, the higher the target yield, the more nutrients that will be required for the crop. So if you are requiring a higher yield, chances are you will have to put on more nutrients to compensate for that extra production that you demand from the plant. Another thing which we take in consideration is the economic viability of the precise nutrient management system. So we try to make our nutrient program as economical as possible. So we try to achieve the highest yield at the lowest cost to our farmers. So we do not only take in consideration the nutritional value of the program, but we also look at the economics because we want our farmers to be able to afford the nutrient program that we are prescribing for the operation. Another thing, we look at the environmental factors, and this refers to the best practices in agriculture. So we always ensure our farmers use our precise nutrient management system in a way that favors the environmental. All right? And on your screen, if you look carefully, it's just a sample of a soil sample. A sample of a soil test result. So information that we garner from the results are like the organic matter, phosphorus levels, potassium levels, magnesium levels, calcium levels. It gives us the pH, which is very important when you are applying nutrients. We look at the cation exchange capacity. We look at the micronutrients levels such as zinc, iron, copper, boron. So these are some specifications that we receive after we complete a soil analysis. And since we are looking at budding agriculture, young agricultures, I think it is necessary for me to point out some careers in which our young agriculturalists that will replace us when we retire. So it is worthy for me to mention that careers in agriculture, and this list is definitely not exhaustive, include agronomists, soil scientists, research and extension, plant nutritionists, and also farm managers. So there's a lot of there's a lot of career opportunities in agriculture. Gone are the days when a lot of persons would look down on agriculture and think it's not an exciting career path. But agriculture is one of the ways which we are channeling our young minds and our young talent to divulge it, because there's a lot of importance of keeping agriculture on a level where we can achieve our food security. And that is one of the main aims as a country, is to achieve food security. All right. And we at Newport First, and we play our part by supplying our farmers premium products, premium fertilizers, so their yield can be second to none. All right. So that's it for me. We at Newport First, and you can reach out to us. Our telephone number is 967-5815. You can email us at salesandtech@Newport First, and we are also available on social media at newportfirstandje.com, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All right. So have a productive day, and by extension, productive weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're streaming live out of Linstead, out of the 4-H Club virtual annual career day, and we are here live. And I can tell you, it's a great day. It's very nice, to talk about farming and stuff like that. And to God be the glory. We are here just doing the honor. So if you just join us, welcome. And I can tell you, my technical team is here with me. That's Mr. Knight. Yes, he's here, and we're just streaming live, and I hope you just sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, we will be here up until 2 o'clock.
Yes, we have a technical team. Hold on. Yes, we have a technical team here at Newport First, and that does not only provide a nutrient program, but we don't do what we do as what we call a.
And I want to say welcome to Upper Room Tabernacle. Welcome to Highly Flavored Blake. Welcome to Nina. Hey, Yannick, welcome. Barbie, welcome. I tell you.
Follow up with our farmers, make sure that the best practices are done and the fertilizers are applied in a way in which we always tell our farmers, apply them so that they can increase their yields.
Okay, and this increase in high yields, it's a benefit also, as it is a benefit to increase in yields, is it also a benefit to the health of the soil?
All right.
Health of the soil.
When we are planning for a nutrient program, we does not only take in consideration the nutritional requirement of the plant, we also take in consideration soil health. So it is always at our core to ensure that after the plant is being harvested and removed from the soil is in a condition where it remains some form of fertility. So we also take in consideration soil health and soil nutrients balance.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed that you included the organic matter of the soil.
Yes.
That is involved in it as well?
Yes. We also look at the organic matter of the soil, and then we here at Newport First, and we also sell organic fertilizer. Mm-hmm. So we also look at the organic matter in the soil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
In many ways,
Thank you so much, Mr. Nigel Panton, and of course, Ms. Grant, for asking that question. So we're going to ask Ms. Anjanette Murray from the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries to come at this time with a presentation. Ms. Murray?
Good morning. Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Just going to ask for permission to share. Maybe go ahead and share the screen.
Hey, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're streaming live out of the 4-H Club in Linstead, and we're live here on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on the website. I tell you.
just want to thank you on behalf of the National Fisheries Authority. We want to say thank you so much for the St. Catherine 4-H Club for inviting us to participate in this virtual agricultural careers day program. I'm coming from, as I said before, from the Ministry of Agriculture, but specifically the National Fisheries Authority. And today I just want to quickly speak to some of the careers that you can brainstorm as a young budding scientist. So what exactly would you like to become a part of where fisheries is concerned? Now, I've heard my previous presenters speak a lot more of the farming sides as we know it, dirt and such, but now we're going to look a little bit on the fishery sector and see what's there for you if you have such an interest. So the first thing I would like to say is ask yourself.
Yes, and what I'm going to ask you out there, I need you to tell me how we are sounding out there, you know, how you guys are enjoying yourself. Yeah, man, you can still send a text and stuff like that. We're here. We will see your text and we will recognize you. And remember, we're streaming live out of St. Catherine in Linstead at the 4-H Club virtual annual career day, and I tell you, it's a great day, and we will be here up until 2 o'clock. That's 2 p.m. All right, so stay tuned and please just share the live as you come on in.
To protect fish species from their extinction, you want to see these fishes continue to be available even when you're a grown person and even when you think to have your own children and such delight. So these are some questions. And another one I thought of was, do you ask yourself a question from time to time, why does this fish look different from this fish? How is this one bigger than this? And you start to question, you have a lot of questions in your mind. Do you love science? Do you love maths? Do you love law? Do you love, these are some of the things that you can ask yourself as you're brainstorming your career, what you want to achieve. And so if you answered yes, well, guess what? You actually can choose a career in fisheries. There is something there for each and every one of you. For some of those questions that I just mentioned, you can actually fit into the big picture of fisheries. The scope for fisheries is very wide. It covers various disciplines. And it's even from, I've listed here just a few, it's not exhaustive, it's just a few. So you have the fisher, you will have the person, of course, the fish farmer. The fisher is the person who will go, what we term as a person that will go to the sea, the ocean, and they will collect whatever is there inside, and they'll harvest it, bring it, and that's it. The fish farmer, the person who we will know.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you to Valerie Davis. You know, that is what we're here for, and that's how we're doing it, just to serve our listeners and our family and our friends. I tell you. So as you come on in, just please share the live, all right?
Those who, like my colleagues from other departments, they're enforcement. So you have people who ensure that we have fish for today and for tomorrow. So there are the enforcement persons, people who are involved in mapping and ensuring that we are tracking and we're monitoring our fish stocks and making sure that everything is still available and we can manage the resources more properly. Now, we also have persons who are involved in computer science, and there's administration, there are accountants, and there's a whole suite of scope of discipline, of various disciplines that one can be involved in. Now, there are, as I said, numerous careers, jobs, opportunities, not just for government, but you also have the private sector. And you cannot think, while we want to build our local fishery resources and fisheries management, there's also an international. We're a part of a globe. We're a part of the world. So we can't be in isolation just by Jamaica and Jamaica water. So we are part of a bigger picture. And so you can aspire to own your own business. I think that's a new buzzword now, entrepreneurship. People are coming up with their own business ideas, and so be self-employed as opposed to, so if you're the kind of person that don't want to work for government or you want to work for private sector, but you have your own agenda, you think you want to do, be creative, come up with something new. We encourage entrepreneurship as well. Now, if you have a degree, so persons can, we have had persons who don't have any formal training to the very end. So it starts from even as a passion. And you train, you learn along the way, and up to the research, persons with degrees, masters, there is something for you in the sector. And so the agency that I represent, the National Fisheries Authority, our vision then is that by 2030, we are going to be that model of excellence for capture fishery and aquaculture management and development. And we're going to be recognized for fairness and valued for professionalism, expertise, and high standards. And our mission is that we're going to achieve the sustainable development of capture fisheries and aquaculture through effective and responsible leadership. And if you notice, two sections, capture fisheries and aquaculture. So a lot of time when persons, I realize when I talk to some persons, when they hear about fisheries, we hear about aquaculture a lot, but there are actually two sections to it. And so there is a capture and there is the aquaculture component. So just a quick overview, nothing lengthy here. So for us in Jamaica, we have both the marine side and the culture side. And we have already over 26,000 persons that we have registered as a fisher and fish farmers, and we have over 8,000 vessels that we have on register. Now, the commercial part of it for aquaculture most came in from in the 1970s, probably some of you weren't even thought of, but yes. But as you're coming along from the way back when, and it was dealing with earthen ponds, and we looked at tilapia as a main food that was produced. So we have been.
Yes, I want to say good morning to Anna Kay. Good morning to you. Welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're streaming live out of Linstead, out of the 4-H Club in Linstead. It's their virtual annual career day, and we're here live in living colors. And as you come on in, just please share the live and let somebody know that we're talking about farming, we're talking about agriculture, and we will be here up until 2, so stay tuned.
For the sector, just by a snapshot, capture fisheries, and then there's a culture. In the capture, we have the commercial side and we have the recreational side. So if you don't want to go with as a business, recreationally, there is that component. And you have persons who are from small, so take it as a fisher, from the small scale to the large, to the relaxation. So you have the two sections and the food fish ornamental for the aquaculture sector. So if you're not so much interested in the marine side, there is the other side that deals with inland or resources that we can actually, and we're branching out further to even actually looking at mariculture, reproducing fish from the marine environment. So just giving you a few shots of what we do. There is a major data collection program that we do. We do training, we go to the field, we collect the data, we analyze, and you will see here from a presentation, these are the officers and partners that we work along with, that we train to identify the different kinds of fish species that exist and so on. And we use this as part of our enforcement activities as well, once we come up with the management recommendations and so on, to make sure that for your generation and the ones thereafter, we'll have these available. If you're a swimmer, you're a diver, you like to get yourself involved in the underwater, there is an underwater visual survey. So our team goes out far out into the ocean and they go under and they count, yes, go dive and count things like kongs and other species. And we're checking on numbers available and ensuring that, hey, the management, we're doing our responsible roles and to ensure that we have enough products available for future use. This is from the aquaculture side. We have here the tilapia, we have the ornamental, and these are actual pictures that are involved here, right here in Jamaica. So these are not taken outside of Jamaica. This is what happens now. We even do value-added exploring research. So value-added of our smoked tilapia. So this officer to the bottom right-hand corner, he's actually in the process of smoking the tilapia. So there are a variety of things that we actually do. We also do community programs. We reach out to, we have social work that's done, research. So it's quite wide, and it's not limited to just the aquaculture side where we just grow fish, right? So there's a whole suite. There's a whole suite that you can consider what you want to be involved in. and just take your time and process your likes and dislikes. And so fishing industry involves catching, it involves processing, it involves marketing and saving on the fish. So somewhere in the scheme of things, you can fit in from the data collection to the storing of the information to assessing it to telling the managers that this is what we want to do with it. I think there's a trigger here, be careful, etc. And so we are able to work together, and so that economically our country will continue to provide financial stability for not just us, but the entire world at large. Now, and specifically, if you are interested to go further, you can managing and understanding fisheries in the academic, because there's academia, there's the University of the West Indies, there are other campuses like the 4-H, as we mentioned here, CASE and so on, that will also teach you other components about fisheries science. And there's a research. Now, as I said, social sciences, law, accounts, these are other areas that you can actually come involved in coming together with the management of the fisheries resources here in Jamaica. So you do have a lot, and I know we had a very short time to discuss it, but we are available for questions, and we can do so at your request. Thank you so much for the time.
No, it's your mother after that.
Yes, I tell you, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're live here out of Linstead, St. Catherine at the 4-H Club Virtual Annual Career Day. And we will be here up until 2 o'clock, yes. And we're streaming live. As you come on in, just please share the live and let somebody know. It's we're talking about agriculture and a lot more stuff. And you can benefit by listening, and then to tell maybe there's something that you can actually, call about, text about, and then we could actually throw the question out. All right?
Do you have a contact where if I am interested, I can make some contact?
Yes, I can share that in the chat.
All right, I'm grateful. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Yes, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're streaming live.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
he
you so much. Thank you again, Ms. Anjanette Maury, for your presentation. Of course, we can't forget that fisheries is a part of agriculture, very, very important. So at this time, we're going to move on to a farmers market video by Mr. Philip Lee, member of the PAC. He's going to be presenting at this time.
Yes, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. There's a lot of persons gonna come on board, and we just want to tell you we will be here up until 2 o'clock, and you don't want to miss none of it at all. All right.
Presenting shortly. Okay. Wonderful.
A pleasant good day. Thank you for having me speak here at your career day. My name is Michael Barnett. I'm an electromechanical engineer and a machine designer and builder. In particular, I love building agricultural machinery. Now, one of the reasons I think that I've been asked to talk about careers in agriculture is because I am passionate about building equipment for agriculture, yet I just have a green thumb, but I'm not really a farmer as such. You see, that's the mistake. A lot of us think that the moment we say agriculture,
Yes, I tell you, if you just join us, welcome.
We're going to have a segment of questions. So the first question is based on the presentation done by Ferson. What is PNMS? Once again, what is PNMS? S. I can give you a clue. It's related to what Ferson presented.
Of course, the winner of that question will be granted a prize towards your agricultural activity. So again, for the question, there's a hand that we are seeing. I'm seeing Miss Humes, Chanel Humes. Go ahead, Miss Humes.
Hello, morning. It's Precise Nutrient Management System.
We're not hearing you, Miss Humes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You hear me now?
Go ahead.
It's Precise Nutrient Management System.
You're not clear.
Precise Nutrient Management System.
Precise Nutrient Management System. I'm checking Miss Humes to see if that is correct. Do you think you're correct, Miss Humes?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, congratulations. You are correct, and we will contact you off here to let you know what your prize and how you can collect. Thank you. And there's a second question that is a follow-up to that first question. And we don't want Ms. Humes to answer this one again. Somebody new. What is the importance of precise nutrient management system? What is the importance of precise nutrient management system? So you have heard of what precise nutrient management system is based on the presentation from Ferson. We want you to tell us why is it important. All right?
Yes, I tell you, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We are live here, and we are streaming out of St. Catherine, the 4-H Club. It's their virtual annual career day, and I tell you.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Damali. Welcome.
The importance of precise nutrient management system is to enable farmers to improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of nutrients by utilizing precise techniques and tools that will increase the yield and minimize losses from their fields. And it will also protect the surface and groundwater supplies.
I'm going to ask my co-host to tell us if you're on the ball with that one.
I think the response was pretty general, but when you think about precise nutrient management, I think she's on the right track, because when you precisely apply and service your plants with nutrients, you prevent toxicity, and she talked about surface water systems. You ensure that the plants or the crop is receiving adequate amount of each key nutrient, exactly macro and micronutrients, and that it is being absorbed into the system of the plant, because you can apply your nutrients and they can become fixed. Some nutrients like nitrogen is very mobile, so you have to be very careful when applying them. Of course, you can have toxicity of the plant if you over apply a particular nutrient, all right? And you have to know some key nutrients that some plants need, all right? You have to know that potassium is key for the synthesis of proteins and so on and so forth. That's why it is a macronutrient. But you have to understand the relationship with potassium with the nutrients that already exist in the soil. So that is very important. I think Ms. Damali gave a very wonderful response, and she should be awarded with the prize regarding that question.
Yes, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. Hey, Barbie, good morning to you. Welcome, 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 welcome. I tell you, it's 5 minutes to 12 here in Jamaica, and it's nice and cool here in Linstead, to be exact.
It's time to talk about some of these products. I think I have breadfruit wine at home. Who believes that breadfruit could be turned into wine? But you see, here at the Jamaica 4-H clubs, every single year, we challenge ourselves to put our creative energies to use and take one particular crop, plant, or vegetable, fruit, whatever, right, Miss Dolores?
Mostly fruits and foods.
Exactly. To create, I remember at Dintil one time we make yam punch.
That's what they do on their farm.
Could you show me a little bit of what we have over here?
We have here mostly wines made from foods and fruits that we produce in the parish. One of the unique ones that we have is our Callaloo Liqueur.
All right, is everybody, we're able to see it? Excellent.
And here we have our Jackfruit Wine.
The Callaloo Liqueur has been aging since 2013. Exactly. It's very important to date these products.
Also the Jackfruit Wine from 2013.
Exactly.
And here we have broad bean liqueur.
You hear them things, yeah? Broad bean, Callaloo, broad bean, jackfruit, yellow yam. Which other one over here?
Broad bean liqueur was made from the trash, what do you call it, the skin of the broad bean. So we did not waste anything from the broad bean.
Everything I use up, everything.
Yes. Here we have Cashew Wine, and we use the cashew banana, this little part here from the fruit from the banana, from the cashew, to make the wine. And we also use it to make liqueurs too.
Yes.
From this.
Tamarind.
Here we have tamarind liqueur. You know, so everybody says tamarind sour, and this has been from 2003.
2003, so that would be about 19 years if I'm doing my...
The wine.
Of course it...
Here we have cherry wine from our local cherry plant that we have.
2013.
Yes. And Ota Iti apple wine, 2019. And this, you know, I have some apples in my backyard and I did not know what to do with them. They were just there. So I decided to make a wine with it. And this is what I have made.
So that is directly from the chairman of the PAC, Miss Dolores. She's showing us that she can turn her hand and make fashion.
Another one, another unique one is a yellow yam wine. And this was made from 2013. And everybody believes that you just cook yellow yam and eat it, but it has other purposes. You make a cake, you can make wine, you can make liqueur, you can make jam, you can make liqueur jelly. You can also make, yes, so you can also make chutneys and all sort of things with these things. Okay, here we have sweet potato wine, and we have been experimenting with these foods to make sure that we give value added to everything that we do in 4-H. And this sweet potato wine was made in 2018 in one of our Achievement Day activities, when we use a sweet potato to make a number of things. Now, this is another, the Cassava Wine. Everybody would say, oh, you can't use cassava to make wine or to make things. But this is Cassava Wine, and let me tell you, it's very tasty. I had to hide this bottle so that I can have it for display.
But Ms. Dolores, not to cut you, we do the extraction from the fruit or the food, and then we add yeast, right? With lots of sugar. That would be the food for the yeast, no?
Not too much sugar. It depends on how strong you want your wine to be.
I tell you, I'm just wondering if persons are really listening. Wow, I'm talking about Yam Wine, yeah? Cassava Wine, wow.
All right.
Yes. And here again, this is a jackfruit liqueur. We had the wine first, and now we have the liqueur. And you know, the liqueur is the one that you can drink it shortly after you make it because you add wine to this one and lime juice to make it perfect.
See, we're learning. You add the wine after to get the liqueur, and the wine is the actual product that is aged. So we're learning, at least I am.
This is our grape, our local grape, not grapefruit this time, grape. The grape wine, my friend has some grape. They planted a grapevine and it spreads all over a yard. She reaped the grape, didn't know what to do with it, so we decided to make some wine with it, and boy, it is tasty. And therefore, we use everything that we can find in our backyard and in our gardens and on the farm to make sure that we don't waste anything at all.
Absolutely, of course. What's next? We have sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato chutney. And this is something that after you have made it, you can put it on your meat, or you can eat it with your crackers or anything you want to eat it with. And this is from the sweet potato. You don't waste anything. You make sure you use it up so that you can have it down the road to use later on. And this is the ingredients in here: sweet potato, sugar, onion, scallion, hot pepper, cinnamon, vinegar, sugar, and all sorts of things. And the sweet potato, of course, to make this chutney.
All right, we're having some messages straight out of YouTube from Blazing Gospel Radio. And somebody's saying, blessings to you and family, brother. Good morning, it sounds so interesting. Some people have said awesome, some people have said magnificent. Well, this is Facebook, and I'm so grateful to everyone who is live interacting with Blazing Gospel Radio, because we want to extend our arms far and wide with the Jamaica 4-H clubs. Do we have anything else, Miss Dolores Henry?
We have to make sure that everybody knows that the passion fruit can also be made into wines and liqueurs. And we can use it for any other thing. You know, you can make it into a juice or anything. When I'm experimenting with the foods, I try to come up with a variety, sometimes 50, 60 different items from the different fruits and vegetables that we use. Food and fruits and vegetables that we use to create things, agro-processing in 4-H. We might not be able to sell them on the market, but we experiment with them so that young people who need to find something to do can know that you just don't sit down and waste what you have, but you make sure that you can preserve them for future.
Thank you so much. Ms. Dolores, just one quick question. How many years have you been serving in 4-H?
30, going 40 years.
Can you hear that? 30 going 40. You still look sweet.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're going to move back right into the program. Those are the products that can be obtained with the knowledge that is exchanged here at St. Catherine 4-H. As I said before, I have one at home. I'm going to definitely pop it and try it this afternoon. So we're going to move on with the rest of the program, and we are going to ask Ms. Bernetta Carr, JP, and training and placement. Oh, they're informing me that we have the video from the farmers market, and it's going to be presented at this time. So just give us a few seconds to have that prepared for you all. Okay?
That's what and what they That's what and what they do on the farm.
Plant red peas, corn, yam, sweet potato, cocoa, cabbages from I was young. And further on my own, I do chicken rearing, sewing, cooking, etc.
Yes, I want to tell you, if you just join us, welcome to the Blazing Gospel Radio. We're live at the St. Catherine 4-H Club Virtual Annual Career Day, and I tell you, we're having a wonderful time over here.
Crops or both?
I do both, animals and crops.
Okay. Would you say that farming is profitable?
Yes, it is profitable because when you plant.
So I tell you, you don't want to miss it. You just need to invite somebody. I want to say good afternoon to Ivan White down there in Brownstown, St. Catherine. I want to say good afternoon to Corey B. Good afternoon to Patrick Pasco over there in Plattsburgh, New York. Welcome, and sorry about the little noise you're hearing there, but I can tell you we're live here, and you need to go nowhere. I say come on in, just please share the live. All of my listeners over there on YouTube, I want to say good afternoon to you. All of my listeners on the website, that's www.blazinggospelradio.ml. Good afternoon to you, and I tell you we will be here up until 2 o'clock. And I can tell you, you don't need to miss this. It's very interesting, man.
How long have you been a farmer?
I have been a farmer for the past 8 years.
What type of farming do you do?
Catch crops.
Would you say that farming is profitable?
Yes, I would say that.
Is farming your only source of income?
No, it's not my only source.
Why do you farm?
I just love farming.
Would you recommend persons to go into farming?
Yes, I would recommend persons to go into farming.
Why?
Because, as I said, it's profitable. How long have you been in farming?
I've been in farming for about 10 years now.
Is farming your only source of income?
No, it is not.
Would you say that farming is profitable?
Yes, it is quite profitable, especially depending on what it is that you are farming.
What type of farming do you do?
I do both animal and crop farming. I do general crops. I do pigs, bees, and ornamental fish.
Would you recommend other persons into farming?
Yes, I would definitely recommend persons to go into farming. As I said, it is profitable and it is a good way to earn an income and keep our country viable.
All right, thank you guys. Welcome back. We took a short break there to just show you some
The St. Catherine 4-H Club has been interacting over the period, just for you to get
what is happening within the parish. Not just interacting and providing training for the young people, but also senior persons who have been participating in agriculture over the period. At this time, We invite Ms. Barnett Carr, JP Training and Placement Coordinator from the St. Catherine North Police. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Ms. Barnett Carr, Training and Placement Coordinator with the Jamaica Forest Training Unit. Ms. Carr. Are you on? Ms. Carr? Hello, Ms. Carr, are you there? All right. We're not getting through to Ms. Carr. Ms. Carr sending a message that she's having some technical difficulties. So bear with us, guys. Please stay tuned for the viewing, and my co-host will give you the handles for the different social media websites.
All right, just to remind you all that we are streaming live from YouTube and Facebook and on the website of Blazing Gospel Radio, www.gospelradio.ml. And on YouTube hearing, okay, continuing, and on YouTube we are at Blazing Gospel Radio. On Facebook we are Mark Johnson. Thank you so much to Blazing Gospel Radio. Do you guys have anybody else interacting on your platforms? Maybe we could read some of their comments, or are we ready to take on another presenter, the next presenter? Is she ready, Ms. Carr? Again, this is Ms. Ronetta Carr. She's in charge of training and the placement of the youth in different activities, scholarships, and so on. And so I believe she'll be talking about all the things that 4-H has in store for its youth, whether it's scholarships, grants, programs, whatever it might be, because we have to be training the youth because they have brilliant ideas that can be utilized to steer the nation into a brighter future and setting a firm foundation for the world that we will be living in the future. So again, I'm calling for Ms. Bernetta Carr. Is she there? She was saying that she was having some technical difficulties, but she'll be on very soon. All right? She's unable to join us at this time, so we're going to move on to the St. Catherine North Police Radiolabs unit. So we want to find out how we can catch the people who want to steal all the fruits of the labor of all the farmers here in St. Catherine. Is there a representative from the police force? Because I'd love to hear what they have to say, because there are so many instances where we hear that farmers are even being murdered for their produce across the island. And I don't believe that a man that has worked, sweat, and toiled in his field, okay, should lose his life or her life because of that. So Ms. Renata Carr, good morning. How are you doing? Good afternoon, my apologies. I'm hearing you, but if you could put the microphone a bit closer, yes. So So we can hear you because I know you have some important information to share with us.
Yes, I do.
Excellent, excellent. Take it away.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone on the platform. Thank you very much for having me this afternoon. This afternoon, I'll be very brief. So don't worry. Right. So, can you share my screen, please? My task this afternoon is to simply walk you through some of our training opportunities and other agricultural initiatives here at the Jamaica Forestry Club. Okay, go ahead and share my slide, please.
Ms. Bernetta, just a moment. We're coming with your presentation. Okay? Just a moment.
Okay, great.
If you want, maybe you could tell us about some of the things you have in store to share.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so we'll be looking mainly on some of our training opportunities. And as you're well aware, Jamaica Forestry Club is a youth organization that our aim is to train youth ages 5 to 35 years in different agricultural and agri-related activities. Alright, so on your screen, we will just go into our training opportunities. So first, we look at agriculture. Now, under our agricultural program, we look at crop and livestock. When we speak about crop, we look at crop production. We look at some of the best practices that will encourage our farmers to get maximum production. Go back to slide 1, please. Go back to the first slide. Right. Now we move into livestock production. When we speak about livestock production, we talk about care and management of goats, rabbits, cows, right? We look at poultry production and apiculture. And we know a lot of our youth today want to venture into apiculture, and so we're focused. Alright, making some adjustments. Alright, so our focus also not on just crop production, but we also focus on livestock. Alright, our other agricultural initiative is that I am that we admitting it from person. Sorry about that. Alright, so we look at some agriculture related activities. So we look at our agri-processing and food production. So when we talk about agri-processing, what we do mainly is that we go from time to time in Jamaican society. We have persons who produce a lot of different things, mainly apples, mangoes. And so rather than having them out there for waste, what we do is to use some of those products that are in excess and we put them or use them to make other byproducts. Right? And I'll show you some of that as we move on. We also have our entrepreneurship program where we encourage persons to start their own businesses, right? And we teach persons in these areas, agribusiness. So for example, we teach you your business management skills. We teach you marketing, teach you how to market your product. If you produce your product, we teach you how to get them marketed. We talk about customer service. We know that without your customers, you will not have your business being viable or sustainable. So we teach you customer service. One of the most important things that we teach is financial literacy, because everybody is going into business to make a profit, and so if you don't know good money management, I'm sure your business will not become productive. So under entrepreneurship programs, we look at things like that. We also look at record keeping. How do you keep your record to ensure that your business is in good standing, so that you're able to go to the bank or to get a loan and stuff like that. So we train you in that area. Now when you think of leadership, we look at parliamentary procedure. We look at how persons are able to start their own trust, or how they function, and we also look at holistic development. So not just how persons will function as a group, but how you will function in society on a whole. Next slide, please. when we look at the agriculture initiative, you can see where we look at technology. You can see to your left, take my left, you see persons looking at setting up their aquaponics. We look at irrigation systems, and we look at our honey. So we know who are only from the April, and then we have them in a cocktail form, ready to use for our consumer. Next slide. Right. So the Right, so the agriculture these are the products that we encourage. Now we're doing family in this area of the event in the form of table beach. And if you see that family, it's a table beach, so it means a table at the beach. So these are some of the issues we look at cave making, we look at food preservation, how do we preserve vegetables when they're in season. And you can see we do pickles, we can do juices, and these are some, just a few of the things that we do here. Next slide, please. Right, so we're going to certification. A lot of persons I know their ears are old, or we say their antennas are out. They want to know about our master level certification. Right, so most of the agriculture areas that I mentioned earlier, we offer them at the master level. What we do at the master level is basically moving persons from the simulatory training, where we just basically introduce you to these areas. But the master level now is more in depth, where you get more information, and then we can certify you at that level, right? So under the master level program, persons are encouraged to participate in different training sessions, maybe 2 or 3 different sessions, depending on how the parish arranges the session, right? At the end of those sessions, some training may include practical assessment, right? And we must make sure that we pay attention to practical components if that is a part of the training that you're doing, right? At the end of your training, you will do an assessment. So that is a written assessment. So as I said, some areas will have written and the practical, right? That depends on what you're doing. So you will be certified on the 3 areas: gold, silver, and bronze level, right? So it's pretty easy. Sign up, get yourself registered, participate in your training, do your assessment. And if the pass mark is 65, so say for example you did not get 65% pass mark, what you can do, you can simply do a refresher and review your assessment, and then you can get your grade, a little bit above the 65, so you can get a silver, gold, or bronze. Right? And if you did not get that 65, we are so nice and generous, we still issue a participatory certificate. Right? So we are very generous here at the Jamaica Forestry. Alright, the youth farmer certification. Some persons might be asking, what is the youth farmer certification? So the Jamaica Forestry Club, in collaboration with ARTS and NCA Trust, we have collaborated in certifying for youth farmers at the level 2, giving you an NMBQJ level 2 certificate. Now what is the youth farmer certification? It is simply certifying persons who have had experience in different agriculture areas. So presently we are certifying persons in poultry production, crop production, farm, supervisory, and the list goes on. Right? It is pretty simple. All you do, contact persons at the forage office, get yourself sign up your free application form. Simple, the parish manager, arrange a date, and you come in and do your assessment. And I think the same person, it is similar to a food and clinic, where you sign up your form, you go in, you have a rap with the assessor, and you do your assessment, and you're good to go. Next slide, please. Right, so here comes the exciting part, where we speak about our using enterprise development. For example, we provide you with chicken and feed for you to sustain yourself. So you may eat some and you may want to sell some, right? And so you keep your business going. And for students who are on the platform, you're not due to start your own business, right? So we empower you with providing you with the livestock and the feed. So your role is to take care of them and see how well you can continue with that project. And similar, we do that with crop production, where we provide participants also within the clubs and parishes with our different seeds, seedlings, fertilizers, and maybe some tools to assist. And again, to us to help yourself, your family, and also to earn an income. All right? Next slide. Now, we're switching gear a little bit. And I am sure persons would have seen RYEP. I'm just gonna ask, anybody know what REAP means? Anybody ever heard that terminology before? Can my participants get a chance to answer? They're unable to mute, or can somebody put it in the chat quickly? RYEP.
The question was, what does REAP mean? RYEP. We have somebody on the line, on the platform, who will be able to answer.
There's a particular person who wants us to answer.
Yes, I did. If we just turn this back on, we're streaming
Nobody? From Jamali? She said it's a rural economic employment program. Very good. Thank you, Jamali. All right. So it's a rural youth economic employment program. And this is one of our big programs that we're doing where they want to live at the moment. We have our retailer, which is our foundation program. You can look forward to this one. The foundation program, and it has started in 2007. Now, what most persons have been familiar with these days is a restart of 1,000, right? So a restart of 1,000 program started by all of the pandemic, where we recognize that prices, the pandemic, we need to offer training and extra input to new farmers in 35 years. The new farmers 18 to 35 years. At that time, we used to offer input granted to the person of $100,000. But what we do, we tend to say, instead of offering $100,000 to a particular individual, we tend to split that, so we spread it across 2 persons, right? So under the program, we offer training, area of interest, so it may be in livestock, where we have poultry, wool rearing, agriculture, right? So we want those areas of livestock, right? Then at the end of it, we offer your venture input value at $50,000, right? So the whole aim of this restart program is to help your person who wants to start your agriculture enterprise and you don't have that start. So this is where our REAP program comes in, right? And we not just only train you and provide with venture input, but what we do is our hand-holding our coaching skills, where we continue to help you to become sustainable at what you do, because we know persons are young, they're just launch now. So we hold your hand for as long as you want us to help you. So our aim is to help you at 6 months after we have provided you with that input. Alright? So you use enterprise support, as we mentioned, agriculture,
if you want to apply, you can go ahead and you can apply. Look at the or visit our website where you can apply for your REAP program again, between the ages of 18 and 35 years. Next slide. Coming down. Alright. Here at the Jamaica Forest Club, we also offer traffic operation and maintenance program. And this program is at the Forest Training Center in Caribbean Club. Now the requirement is that applicants must be 18 years and older, must have at least one pass at grade 1 or 3 in safety or agency in DCE, or have at least completed grade 9 level of education, or in order to pass the hard entrance test. Right? So the end of the program is not very hard, it's pretty easy. So if you don't have any of those subjects, you can go to the art office, do the entrance test in English, and if you have passed those, then you are able to matriculate into the program. What will you get? Next slide, please. Alright, so you will get the NDQJ level certificate from Heart and Stage Trust. You will also obtain a traffic driver's license and a master's certificate from the Jamaica Forest Club. Next slide. Alright, I know that the person's years are old as it relates to scholarships and bursary, and at the Jamaica Forest Club, we are making offering scholarships and bursaries. And one of our main scholarships are is our legacy called scholarships. Now it provides scholarships and bursaries to students in agricultural education from age 14 to 35 years. So it offers at secondary, tertiary, and vocational level. But one of the things that are very nice is that this scholarship program is offered to persons who are living or studying in St. Anne's, Manchester, and St. Catherine, which is your parish. So I hope persons online would have taken the opportunity to apply for their real scholarship program. Next slide. Alright, so Earth University is another program that we help offer. So it is a relationship between the Jamaica Forest Club and Earth University in Costa Rica. Now the process is normally done in July. The applicants do an entrance test at the Jamaica Forest Club LC, which is administered by representatives from Earth University. And the candidate will be notified by email or by phone if they will not be selected or not. Then, candidate will have instructed the first university in time for the end of September, compulsory Spanish course. So if you have an interest, again, visit the website, ensure that you stay on camera and you know what is happening and when it's on for this process. Alright, so recently the Jamaica Forest Club would have launched our roadmap. Now, what our roadmap is, that of course we have seen or heard about. What it entails is agriculture education. The persons out there might want to study something in agriculture, but they're not sure how to start, where to start, which school is offering such an opportunity. And so if you visit our roadmap, it will provide guidance for you as to where to go to start to see if you want to pursue certain agriculture programs. Alright, it also provides direction and guidance if you want help with marketing opportunities, learning how to market their products, to provide a little of guidance. Access to agricultural land, we have a program called AGA, right? Access to agricultural land, and the can apply, right? So that's what this program will provide more information in these areas. Also, persons over here who would like opportunities to have St. Andrew, St. Catherine, St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary. Again, the roadmap is a guide for you. Then into the roadmap, and we will show you the agencies that provide funding for agriculture. Right? And agriculture technology, again, that's information for the. So once again, we need to visit our website,
have any questions for Ms. Bernard?
and other related activities. If we want our nation to be able to feed itself, then we need to get all young people involved in agriculture. So we have training activities and we train at different levels. So we offer, as in name such as Jamaica Forage clubs. So we operate in club settings. So we go out and organize and register clubs in schools, in communities, in churches, wherever the young people are. So that's one of the ways we offer our assistance. We also our attached and based on that, we have the REAP program, which is Rural Youth Employment Program. The accessibility of England in St. Catherine, so we train them, if possible, then impose this type of businesses in agriculture. We also offer scholarships to bring in St. Catherine. We can apply for the Breadfruit scholarship, and the Breadfruit scholarship is for persons grade 9 and upwards in the high schools, also in vocational schools and agricultural.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. for sharing all the programs, activities, scholarships, grants that are available. I just want to verify that we have anybody else on the platform that has a question for Ms. Carter before she goes. That's it. All right. Thank you so much again, Ms. Carter, and having a nice day. Thank you. All the best. We're going to move on to the St. Catherine North Police in the pre-Fertilizer unit. And that is Inspector Ishmael Williams from the Fertilizer unit in the St. Catherine North Police.
And hence the careers exposed.
Good morning, sir.
So we have the technology side.
Good afternoon.
Have that technology, agriculture,
and unmute.
So depending on the area that you want to go into, you can innovate or you can put more innovations that are there and implement. We are looking at urban gardening where we don't have any land space, you can still farm. We look at livestock development. So there are different areas of livestock. So if you want to raise chickens, if you want to raise rabbits, if you want to raise cows and birds, we also encourage persons to get into those.
We can go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Alright, good afternoon, I don't know what's happening. My bandwidth is very low and I'm seeing anything. Are you hearing me?
Hearing you loud and clear, we can also see your everyday interest.
Alright, from the previous this is the Community Safety and Security Guard St. Catherine North. I am the territorial officer for Community Safety and Security. However, we work closely with the Freedom unit. I don't know what has happened. I don't know. I'm not seeing anyone on that part. However, as I said, we work closely with the Freedom unit in terms of offering safety tips to farmers and assisting farmers in setting up farmers watch. As the name says, community safety and security is very wide. So our objective is not only to meet the needs of farmers or assisting in that area, but the overall community to meet the needs in terms of community safety and security. We are involved in numerous activities when it comes to our community. So neighborhood watch, citizens association, we are involved in schools, we are involved in police club, we are involved in numerous activities that is a part of any community across the north. Hence, we are part of the farmers, farming community.
So we work closely with the Fertilizer unit, as I said before, assisting in establishing farmers watch, as well as issuing safe tips to farmers. Alright, I do not have a presentation per se. I got this information last night actually, but I just run through one particular safety tip that I have in mind based on some trends that I'm seeing now across, and I say across not only St. Catherine but right across Jamaica. I'm going to improve farmers. While you're excited about your crops, while you're excited about your animals, and how you have established your farm, one of the things I want you to 600 is to put in pictures, photos of your farm on the social media, especially your animals. When you do these things, for example, you have your prize bull or your goats or other farm products or produce that you know thieves are likely to go after. When you put these things on your Instagram, your Facebook page, or your WhatsApp status, what you're actually doing is telling them that this is what you have, and if by any means or form you have to come and get it. I've seen where in one place a farmer had some, I think he was doing some pepper seedlings, and he had it on his WhatsApp status. And a couple of weeks after he saw the video of losing all those well put together seedlings because of that. They're excited, and you want others to see what you are growing, and you want others to see how well established your farm is. My advice to you is not to do that, because what you're actually doing is to attract thieves. As much as possible, set up farmers who are usually neighboring farmers. Set up because the police can't be everywhere. Understand the police cannot be everywhere. So we encourage farmers to set up farmers watch. Alright, so the trader team I know is out there on a daily basis right across St. Catherine North. And as I said, we work along them. When we do not really go out them every day, but every now and then we will go on different assignments with them to speak to our farmers. The local visits, and when you do this farm visit, is to visit your farm, not just to see what you have here, or just to visit you as a farmer, which is record, but to hear your concerns. I have on my data system here that we did over 4,000 farm visits for year 2021. So every day, the local police visit farm, check on farms, and to see what is happening there. No, in most cases, because the limited amount of resources, we cannot cover you as much as possible. So we encourage you to set up farm groups, farm watch. The community safety and security branch is here to assist you along with the Fertilizer in setting up this farm watch if you need any assistance at all. You can visit us here at the Spanish Town Police, where is the St. Catherine North Division headquarters. As for the community safety and security branch, the Fertilizer team is located right there at the police post. We call it a still known as Sociologists also. So right there, you see the Ronald plant. There is a police post here where the Fertilizer team is based. So if you have concerns and you want to us here at the Community Safety and Security Branch,
you can also do that, and we will give you the necessary guidelines. And if it is a matter that is beyond us, we will ask the cradle asking team to assist in that area also. We also implore farmers to use knowledge. We are moving in the area of technology, and we have moved in the area of technology. And technology is in everything that we do. We are encouraging farmers to use technology to protect your farm. Cameras are there that you can use. Cameras are there. There are various companies, and I ask that you use reputable companies. And I say this because fields seek up. So when I ask you to ask, for example, you want to establish some surveillance system on your farm. I know there are places you can go and buy, persons who have bought their equipment online, and you may buy it alone or store here. Understand? And they will experiment and do their thing on their own, because information is everywhere. You can just go on YouTube and you can find tutor in there that teach you how to install a camera and all of that. So if you don't want to go this route and you want to use a professional, I'll ask that you choose reputable companies. Not just that you know the car who said you can do camera installation. You understand? And I would advise that you seek out well the background of this person before you invite them on your farm. So I go in further in saying that be careful who you invite to your farm. You understand? Sometimes persons will come to you, say they have interest. I know it's kind of challenging because I don't know who is who, but persons will come to you, say they have interest in buying an animal or other things. And what they're actually doing is to spy out your farm. What you can do for some things, you can have samples in a certain area that you do not expose whoever is coming whoever comes to your farm to the wider area where you have to produce. So you can have samples in a certain area so that you don't, as I said, do not expose that the other crops or produce animals to the individual who may come to visit your farm. If it's a case where you don't have to visit your farm, this is one of the things I want to closely pay keen attention to also. So I have visited a number of, especially goat farms, and how the pen is set up. It is very easy. I know sometimes because of financial constraints, a number of farmers are not able to set the farms that you, in a way that you really want. But I visited a number of farms, and how the farm is structured, it is easy for prayer things to pray on. I'm asking you to use, I can remember someone said to me that the practice that farmers are using now, some farmers are using, especially around the coast. And I know the coast has been number one prayer thieves opportunity for, especially when it comes out to festive season. I know last year, a number of goat farmers suffered significantly in terms of thieves moving away with their animals. Alright, what I have heard is that farmers are now using bees around their farms. Bees as a protective measure. You understand? So I don't know for those who can, you can explore that. You can explore that, you know. I've seen farmers doing just around some states, and that's it. It is easily prayed out. Find ways and means to set
particular structure that it is not easily accessed. Meaning that if I don't just come and people don't just come and just want to pull or something and then the animals or whatever, it's not. Find a way to make sure there's a structure around your care. I know you're going to say yes, even when you do that also, the theory, but at least it is less economically more quickly with your animals. So at least you have enough time to alert the police, understand, so they can come to your aid as quickly as possible. But when it's easily accessed, you can just come and take things out very fast. I know all like part of crops, it can be a challenge, but the other thing I encourage farmers to do is to form a relationship between the local police. Our police man know not to be wrong. People may want to say that police man know. They don't practice in part because most people when you think of police man know or you need contact with police, they practice in part. But yes, so you have to talk to your own the same for our policeman know our police station know that is nearest to you, they must be there. So if anything happens, it is easy for you to reach the local police so as to help in protecting the farm. I know, yes, we have tried, you have tried many ways and many things on your farm to protect your farm, but we are still having challenges. And we take amazing challenges, we are still here, really ready to help you and to work with you to, yes, somebody said traps. Yes, somebody said traps. Well, I don't know what kind of trap that person is cooking, but find creative ways. Find creative ways of protecting your farm, protecting your products. Find creative ways of protecting your products. Make sure that especially for your animals, your pen is properly secured. Know that you have experience in these failure feet, you have to think. They are thinking, when you're out there working and sweating in the days, they are letting their beds watching TV and drinking all kind of alcoholic beverages and enjoying themselves and thinking how they are going to come and steal their products. I know after hard days work, you want to go home and rest, so it becomes a challenge for you. It calls for us also to be smart and to think ahead of these culprits in terms of how to protect your farm. I want to say the Community Safety and Security Branch is here working with the Breadfruit team to assist. We are going to be going out there more this year. We are going to have visits in the field around those areas for the both farmers and the areas. We have visited a lot of farmers with their crops, and we speak with them in terms of the best way to protect people know so they can make contact just in case they are having any challenges. I want to say thanks very much. I hope my short presentation was enlightening. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
We want to thank Mr. Inspector Williams for sharing those vital or valuable information as to how, as farmers and especially young farmers, we can go about in protecting our agricultural activities, both for crops and from the livestock sector. At this time, we'll be inviting Mr. We'll be inviting Mr. Calvin Weeds, manager of the Pebble Park Art Institute. Mr. Weeds seems to be having some challenges with his connectivity. So we'll be moving on to Ms. Denise Gilman, Senior Marketing and Research Officer at the Scientific Research Council. Ms. Gilman. Is Ms. Gilman there? We are not having a seat.
Alright, somebody say they will present for Mr. Weeks. So.
Alright. We're not here, Ms. Gilman, and we have a representative for Mr. Weeks, so we'll be taking that message from the manager of Ebony Park Academy. Can the rep indicate? The rep from Ebony Park? See with us, guys. Sometimes technology gives us a little problem, so bear with us as we try to work out with the respective participants. All right, we have the rep from Ebony Park. Could you go ahead, please? Hello, can you hear me? Very low. Could you turn up your volume, please? Or project your voice a little bit more in the mic?
You're hearing me now?
A little better.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yolanda Granger. I'm the Admissions Monitoring Officer for Ebony Park.
Welcome.
Thank you. I was asked by Mr. Williams to do a presentation of the program offering and the benefits that trainees do arrive at once they have completed our courses. I'll share with you the video that we have prepared for you in order for you to see how the institution has benefited a number of trainees island-wide. Is it possible for me to share at the moment? Yes, you can go ahead and share. You are co-host, so you are able to share whatever media you want. Okay. Please. Screen. We are seeing where you are in your computer, searching for the actual content. So you just need to click on it so that you can see the full view of the actual video. You're seeing it now? No, we're still seeing where you're inside your computer and pictures, like no videos. Click on the item, Miss Rachel. Yes, click on the item so that you can actually see it plainly. Let's try sharing that again. Make sure you try to go for the video Facebook.
know, Miss Ranger, we're going to get stuff and double click on it so that it will open up. Double click on it. You're seeing it now? You're not receiving what is not spreading.
We're not seeing it, we're seeing that we intend to share, but there is nothing on the screen. Alright, let me go back again.
Did I talk to my audience, man?
Are you able to continue streaming? Are you able to continue?
Yeah, man, I'm live, so
okay.
Just, you know. Streaming. We're not finished yet. We're still here,
No, Bishop says.
But we're not getting Cashew was a Forestry wine. Check the website and I don't get it. I gotta use your phone now.
We offer also on-the-job training, so we can come and assess you on the job. So if it is that you want to be certified, come not be certified in your work, we can come and certify you. That ends my presentation.
Thank you for that.
Bring down your mic.
All right, thank you. Thank you.